Rude Nation, what's up? It's your boy Sherm, one half of the RudeBoyz, and I'm here for RudeBoyz Reactz. And we're gonna react to the Disney / Sony / Spider-Man news that has come out and broke as of recently. I know Tom and I didn't want to pull the trigger too early. We wanted to wait for some of the dust to settle, and that is a poor pun for the Infinity War fans out there in the nation. I know you're out there, but it appears that talks have kind of fell apart and the deal has been severed between Disney and Sony co-using Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Again, this is still very fresh. Things can still happen. Talks may still be happening. We waited for one of the parties to talk, and Sony came out and they basically said that they're pretty much sad that Disney couldn't basically continue their partnership and Kevin Feige can't resume his role as producer. So I really think that's kind of where things are right now, that Sony's going to now have complete and full control over Spider-Man, a character they've had since Jesus, probably early around the turn of the millennium. Yeah, there was talk about how so the original deal was that Disney and Sony, all they want to do was just share the character. Sony still had to make their movies. Disney had creative control thanks to Kevin Feige, whatever, Kevin F. That's a little too obvious. How about K Feige? But now this new deal posts Far From Home that made a fucking ton of money, another billion-dollar franchise, that Disney wanted to go, all right, here's the deal. We're going to go half-half, all right? We go half in for the finances. We get half of the box office. And Sony said no, and Disney was just like, all right, peace. We'll see ya. And that's kind of where we're at right now. The fans are kind of left shaking their heads. They don't know what to go by. I spoke to Tom. He may have a little bit of a say in this matter, but I'm a little neutral on it right now, and I know I've said this in previous podcast episodes where Sony having their hands with Spider-Man is just not the best thing, but they've been given a golden goose with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and you got Homecoming and Far From Home. I feel like Spider-Man is in better hands than it was in the Spider-Man 3 / Andrew Garfield times. Sony needs to treat that property with so much prestige. I know they were trying to, grab all these different other ancillary characters. Like, you got a Morbius movie coming out, Venom, which did make money, out without a real proper tie-in to the Spider-Man universe. But you also have Into the Spider-Verse, which did not make a ton of money, but did win Best Animated Picture from the Oscars. So you got that going. I mean, Chris Lord, Phil Miller. Chris Lord, Phil Miller. They, I think I fucked that up. Phil Lord and Chris Miller? Those guys that made Into the Spider-Verse definitely love the character. They should definitely get their hands into the universe. But it still looks like you got Tom Holland and a John Watts. Two more movies coming out with that tandem. Who knows what's going to happen with that? I feel like Spider-Man himself can kind of stand on his own away from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but honestly, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is not going to be the same after we got that taste of Spider-Man. And a post-Endgame world, it's going to be weird seeing these team-ups and being like, hey, who was that kid that Tony Stark liked? And what happened with him? We don't talk about him. I don't know. It's going to be weird. Let's see what happens. Hopefully this video is completely moot and that everyone makes nicey nice for really the greater good. And I hope this isn't a long-term power play by Disney because they know that Sony's going to mess it up, and then they're going to come crawling back, and then they're going to be like, okay, cool, now just give us the character, which, here's the deal. Disney, slow your roll, okay? Slow your roll. You ain't getting Garfield, okay? Nickelodeon's got Garfield. That's really all I got to say. This could be good. Again, one of my main complaints with Far From Home was that how tied into the MCU, the Spider-Man side seems to be. Kind of weird to say, but like, listen, Mysterio, Vulture, great villains all on their own, but I mean, did they really need to be, you know, disgruntled employees or byproducts of Tony Stark? Not really. Which, you know, that's the good thing about Spider-Man. Like, he's got a wonderful rogue gallery that can stand on their own, and even just the side characters, they can stand on their own. They don't need to be relegated to just kind of side characters in the MCU, which, I mean, technically they all are. I mean, you got the X-Men, you got the Fantastic Four, they're coming up in the mix with the Marvel Cinematic Universe eventually, so Kevin Feige's got his hands completely filled right now. Wish Spider-Man was there, or we know for a fact Spider-Man's going to be there, but as of now, we're going to get more Spider-Man, so I'm not worried about that. You always got these 2 MCU movies. If you like the Andrew Garfield ones, if you like the... what the fuck is that guy's name? I said his name already. The Amazing Spider-Man guy. What is his name? What is his name? What is his name? This is poor radio / video. His name is Andrew Garfield. If you like the Andrew Garfield ones, you got those movies, cartoons, comics. Spider-Man is out there. Love him. Your boys love him. We're going to love him regardless. We wish everything could work nice, and we wish we could get all this stuff. And a Daredevil team-up is not going to happen. Or Deadpool 2 for that matter. But hey, now you got all your Spider-Man characters in one fucking world, which could be good. Fingers crossed, baby.